What do you think we're going to do to show that these two lines are parallel? I think I'm going to start by naming these. I'm going to call that one equation 1, and this one equation 2. And then what I think we should do is find and compare the slope of each line. So let's do this. Let's find the slope of this line, find the slope of this line, and then we'll compare them. If they're equal, they're parallel. If they're negative reciprocals, they're perpendicular. If they're neither one of those, we'll write neither. So for line number 1, we've got 8x minus 12y equals 1. Let's get it into the form y equals mx plus c. So let's solve for y to get, right, we want this form, y equals mx plus b, because then we can look at the slope. So let's do that. So right from here, let's subtract 8x. So we'll get negative 12y equals, now I'm subtracting 8x, so negative 8x plus 1. Now divide by negative 12. This will give us that y is equal to negative 8 over 12x. Now, positive 1 divided by negative 12, I'm going to write as negative 1 over 12. Now, here's the slope, but we can reduce that, right? We can reduce this. So let's write this as y equals negative, now 4 divides each. This will be 2/3 x minus 1/2. So the slope of line 1, I'm going to write it right here, the slope of line 1, and I'll subscript it, right? The 1 just means I'm dealing with line 1. The slope of line 1, that's equal to negative 2/3. I'll circle it so I can find it again here in a minute. Then for equation 2 here, equation 2, let's solve this for y. So we're going to solve for y again to get y equals mx plus b. So let's see, what are we going to do here? Let's subtract that 8x. So now we're going to get, if we subtract 8x from each side, we'll get 6y equals negative 8x minus 7. Now let's divide by this 6 right here, divide by that 6. So we will get y equals negative 8 over 6 x minus 7. Now here's the slope, but we can reduce that. So let's reduce it to this. Y equals, now again, 2 will divide each one of these, right? So we'll get 4 over 3. So the slope now of this line, this is line 2, so I'll subscript it. The slope of line 2 is negative 4/3.